Good morning and welcome back to our garden. Now today I'm going to be clearing up some things that have been putting off for a while, and I've only just got the bits to do it, so today is the day it's going to happen. We've got some panes to replace in the greenhouse. As you can see, it's very frosty at the minute. I also have to reconnect my water butt that's sat through this broken pane next to the compost pile. It has a leaky tap on it, so I've got to replace the tap on that as well. I've got to cut panes out to fit in that gap, got to cut panes out to fit in that gap, got to generally just tidy up in the greenhouse. It's very cold this morning. I've got to finish off and line that remaining bed. As you can see, I've put the framework up for the trellis, which will be done later in the year, so that's coming along. We've got the remaining bed to finish off. There's our water butt. So just generally tidy up the garden while it's cold and not a lot's going on. See, it's all ready to be lined out, and just need to secure some more of the woodwork and get some plastic in there. Well, here is our plastic. Just going to be cutting that out carefully, all marked out, measured and done correctly. So hopefully it should be a nice simple job. Got to move that water butt out of the way first. Let's do that while we're there. Oh, that's very soft and squelchy. Like I said, this got emptied, but there's still a bit of water in the bottom. Oh. Oh, it's frozen as well, good. I can hear it rattling around in the bottom. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there's a bit frozen in there. We'll get that out. We'll replace the tap if we can. It looks like it's frozen. We'll get in there, we'll defrost it and replace the tap and get it all back set up. But before we do any of that, it's time for a cup of tea. So the water in the water butt was well and truly frozen. That's all that's just come out of it. So let's get this tap off, shall we? Here we go. Oh, it's got a knob on the end. Don't need to be in there. Good. It's just going to be a case of twist this off then, I hope. And this water butt was a cheap one brought from a supermarket last year, so it's just a cheap tap that came with it. As you can see, there's still water frozen in there. But we'll replace everything that we've got. Get rid of that rubber seal. Put our nice new tap on. So we've got a lock ring on this one. We're not going to need that. Still ice in there. Let's get rid of that. Right, it's already got the rubber seal on it, as you can see. Let's turn her in. So for anybody who might be doing this themselves, this one's been nice and easy, but sometimes you've got the lock ring on the inside, so you have to get your hand in there and undo it. Let's give it another turn, because that's not quite tight enough, I don't think. I don't want to pop it. Be very careful. Go too far, could ruin the whole thing. If you don't get it tight enough, it's going to leak. Alright, good. That's nice and easy. First job done. Not put it back in place until we've got the glass cut, the perspex cut. So that's the next job. I'm going to take off this paint here to get a template size for it, because these aren't standard sizes. As you can probably see, it's got a sloped edge, so this edge on the side here is at an angle. So we can take it out, use it as a template. First, we've got to get this top one out. All right, here we go. So got it marked out. As you can see, it's just going to be one straight cut down the middle there. I'm doing this as an angle grinder because I found it to be the easiest in the way to do it. If I use a jigsaw, it tends to shatter this because of the up and down movement. It's a little bit difficult with a hacksaw as well, so grinder is going to be the easiest way. Obviously, using goggles, so let's get cutting. So, managed to get it cut, got my bits assembled. This paint on top here, you can see it's going to fit in this top area that fell out when the previous panel below it broke. I've got spring wire glazing clips that holds the glazing into the frame, and I've got aluminium lap clips. They sit on top of this paint for the new paint to sit on top of. So let's get them out. And these can fling everywhere if you're not careful. Get a couple of them. You can see they're anything special. There we go, focus. You just sit on the pane and the new one sits on top. So let's get that in. A couple of them. Another one just there. Can move them out of the way for the second. Move the glazing clips out of the way as well. So let's try and peel the protective layers off this. There we go. When you do buy perspex, it may be a funny colour, it may be green, it may be white, it's not going to be clear. Now, this is because of the protective layers on top, just to stop you from scratching it. Flip it over. There you go. Remove film before use. Some people put a sticker on it, some people don't. Just depends on where you get it from. There we go. Once you've got the protective layer off, as you can see, it's nice and clean and shiny. Alright. Get orientated the right way around. And just slots into them clips. Nice and carefully. And there we go. Nice new paint. Now we'll leave it resting there for a second while we grab our spring clips. Again, be careful when opening these because they will fly everywhere. And these are a bit more tricky to put in because they are spring clips. They will spring. Now, when I first found these, I didn't know how to install them. They are a bit tricky. So let's focus. There we go. The best way I found to do it is that way around. So you got the deep part, you want that straight edge there resting on your pane, that bit in the gully, and then the top spikes, they want to be resting in the little channel that's here. So we'll position them, get it like that, get that down there like that, and then force that bit there like that. And there we go, simple as that. Do the same on this side. So get that one in. This is a bit tricky doing it with one hand, but we'll persevere. And then use a tool or your finger just to get it pushed in there. And that's it. Nice and easy. Let's get some more lap clips. Again, just on there. It's not a lot of weight in the perspex, so it's just a case of getting it on. Get your panel the right way around, it's always a good start. Get them in there. Oh, got a little bit of a lip there, so just have to tuck it in. I've lost a clip. Get another clip in there. Sorry for the poor camera and shit. Oh, I've lost the other clip. Oh, this is going well. Oh, I've dropped the panel. Good. Never mind. Alright, another clip. I'll find them other 2 clips in a minute. Off camera, you don't need to see me doing that. So, this time, I'm going to tuck it in the top first. See if that makes a difference. Get them on. Get my finger trapped. Out. And we're in. There we go. Oh, I've still got a spring clip there. That's not helpful. Alright, let's take that out without losing all my clips. So push that back, pull that out. There we go. Let's try again, shall we? Third time's the charm. Oh, wait. Spotted, look. Look at that. Hiding just there. Get that out. Make sure my clips are on. Yep. Line her up. Trap my finger again. And we're in. Make sure she's in the right place. There we go. So I think what I actually do with this one is put 3 clips in. Can I get a clip up there? I can. Let's put another clip up there as well, just to secure it a bit more. Alright, I get one in there first. Same again, just tuck it under, push that bit down, and in. Let's do the sides first, shall we? As you can see, my expert cutting is all very nice and straight. I do believe I cut this one previously with a jigsaw, hence the crack. So I didn't want to do it again this time round on the new panel. As you can see, it's not the best cut, but it's sealed. This greenhouse isn't airtight anyway, so it's not going to matter. There we go. One final clip at the top, just to get it in. I did think about cleaning the greenhouse this weekend, but it's a bit too cold, and it'll probably benefit later in the year when it's a bit warmer. What was that? Because we're not in. There we go. That's nice and secure. That's nice and secure. I might put another clip down here actually. It's a bit wobbly there. Look at that. Look. It's a bit wobbly. Let's get another clip in here. There we go. I think that'll do. Good. Right, so I've got another pane to put up there. We'll have a go at that in a minute. So we're going to get this one straight in here. After measuring it all up and figuring it all out, we don't actually need to cut it. If anything, it's a little bit small. So again, lay it down when we do this. I'm going to peel protective layer off. This one, as you can see, is a bit green. That's okay, because it's still got a protective layer on it. But as you can see, it is clear. See, a lot of people moan about this perspex, that it's green or discoloured or things like that, when in fact it's not. It is just a film over the top to protect it. So we'll slot that in there and try and get it lined up best we can. So it's obviously the window for the roof. Okay, I'm not sure if something's going on here, but it looks to be a bit skewed. Don't know if the perspex is not cut straight or what's going on. Right, I will be back to you in one moment while I sort this out. So managed to get it in. The perspex itself is a bit skewed, as you can see there. Just about, you can see the line coming down here and there. Yeah, it's a little bit out of sync, but it'll work for what we need. So I brought this greenhouse second hand, and there was no way to fit or secure the roof window. So all it does is just sits at the top here. Previously it had a pane of glass in it, so it was a bit heavier and it secured it a little bit better. I think this year I'm going to have to find a way to secure it. Maybe an opening would help. See, it's got the holes. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, they've got the holes there for an opening and fixing just there. So I might have a look at that later on in the year. But for now, that's not going anywhere. Right, I've got to move the water butt back, put that back in its home, get it connected up. Oh, I forgot. I water tested it, make sure it was all tight, make sure the new tap wasn't going to leak. So I'm going to empty that out because it's rather heavy. You'll be pleased to know it didn't leak. Alright, squeeze down here, put it back on its little stand, taps in the off position. Alright, this is how I've connected it. It's not very good, but it sort of works. Sometimes drilled a little hole in the bottom of the gutter. It's difficult because everything's frozen up, and I've got a couple of silicone nozzles, one into the other, and then just cable tied it to the pipe just to get it to fit, and then just push it through. It works, it does work. It's not the best, it does come out occasionally, so I'm going to have to come up with a better plan for that as well. Go straight in there, look. I think that'll do for today's video. As you can see, I've got a bit to tidy up here, tools and materials to put away, so I will catch you next time. Bye bye.